When rescue dogs get a second chance to help some of our most worthy heroes, Mike Lorraine's CAMO organization is the one to thank.
CAMO stands for Canines Assisting Military Operators. We select dogs from various shelters, rescues, and we put a high level of training into those dogs. We donate those dogs free of charge to disabled military veterans.
Each veteran will probably have a different disability.
Yep.
So you train the dog for that particular person?
Yeah, we custom tailor it for the vet. We do a lot of mobility assistance dogs for folks that are in wheelchairs or on scooters or get around with walkers.
Wow. So he used the laser to tell him what to do?
Yeah, and so we put an item on the ground. He'll pair the laser pointer with pointing, and whatever he designates with the laser, we have the dogs retrieve.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
So now he's got to carry it around. I apply modern techniques to my service dog program. Pick a quarter up off of the ground, carry around 10 pounds of water, carry the groceries, and pull a really heavy basket. He's earning his dinner right now. So if you make your service dog work for their food every single day, just like this, you are going to not only maintain the proficiency, but you can expand upon it for sure. This isn't a pet. This is a true working dog, and if you don't handle that dog like a real working dog, I assure you, all that very sophisticated training will get unraveled in days, not weeks, in days.
And what's really neat is you get rescues, right? Dogs that are literally...
I know exactly why this dog ended up in a rescue.
Well, he looks like an angel.
Yeah, now he is, absolutely, but he had his opinions of his own for sure. We've pulled dogs from kill shelters for sure, so we know where their fate ultimately lies, and to put the level of training that we put into them and turn them into little rock stars it's a huge accomplishment, really satisfying. Here in Palm Beach Gardens, my home is here and my training field is right here, and we have all the agility equipment set up. So Schützen is German for protection dog, and today it's a sport, and it's composed of tracking, obedience, and protection in 3 different phases. Kind of think of it like a triathlon for dogs. Right now I'm on my 3rd competition dog. My first national championship was in 2008. I've won in a couple national championships. I've won 4 regional championships. Those trophies represent a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of experience. And you just learn so much. It's very cool how the sport stuff translates to the real world. What attracts me to dogs and dog training is the challenge of getting the dog to a very high level and a high proficiency in training. I'm going to handle Tommy as I would any veteran. I'm going to explain and demonstrate classical conditioning, operant conditioning via our chicken training model.
Wait, what did he just say?
Your training begins here. This is our chicken training model, and we're going to start with...
Chicken training model. This seems silly. I know it's not. This is serious behavioral stuff, and I'm going to just keep it serious.
Well, if you've seen a chicken do more complicated behaviors than I'm about to show you, I'll eat my hat. So chicken training is a great way to introduce the handlers to the power of marker training, the power of classical conditioning, Pavlovian response, and operant conditioning. So I gave her 1 quick 8, I like what you did, 1 quick reward. Now the kitchen's closed, and that's the nonverbal cue. Get back to business.
Are you kidding me?
No, sir.
So she knew when you clicked that she just got over here ASAP.
Absolutely.
It's dinner time.
We use a clicker for our chicken training model. So now the birds know that signal means, hey, come get your paycheck, come get your food, right? And as a primary motivator, we use food. So right there, negative punishment, Tommy. She tried to cut a corner. Oh. She didn't go around the teeter-totter. You know what? The kitchen's still closed.
Wow,
And
look, she's upset about
what's
it.
going on? And so now I'm gonna look for her to do the whole entire course completely accurate, and then we're gonna, what we call jackpot. No participation trophies here. Now, do you think she learned from her mistake? And that's the power.
That's unbelievable.
That's the power of negative punishment. Also, it's much more natural for her to want to use her feet there. If I mark accidentally when she's using her feet, that's all she's gonna do. So you're also gonna learn what not to do. Yeah. So
I heard some Beatles in there too. I know I did.
Let it be. Once we've conditioned them to the mark, then we go to a very, very simple exercise of color discrimination with poker chips. Use a red poker chip as a lure, and so we condition the birds. Hey, every time you hit that poker chip with the beak, that's Tommy's cue to hit the clicker and then move and then pay the bird. Super. And we'll move it every single time, okay?
Unbelievable.
It's gonna be Tommy's job to accurately predict and time when that beak hits that chip. Not before, not after, right at that moment. Super. A lot of people would have clicked there because anticipation that the bird's gonna do it, but you really waited out perfect. And obviously you can see how amazing their eyesight is, right?
I mean,
so
seriously.
it's not about chips moving, it's definitely about the color. Super, beautiful, perfect job. Tell me that this doesn't make a hell of a lot more sense than your preconceived ideas or notion about training, right?
They're out the window.
Does this make sense?
Oh yeah, no.
Right?
I get it now.
Done. Now you can put on the table, jackpot. Awesome.
There you go, sweet chicken.
Awesome
There
job.
you go. Thank you, brother.
Very good. When you have a chicken doing very, very sophisticated tasks, complicated tasks, if we treat and we train the dogs the same way, obviously the dogs can do 1,000% more.